What's up, everybody? Welcome to the episode 54 of the Virtually Lost podcast. My name is Julian, and I'm here with my co-host Robert. How you doing, my man? How's this
Doing
week going
good,
for you?
doing good. It's actually a great week. Great week.
Okay, tell me why.
Because I don't know if you saw, but Hunter x Hunter's manga is coming back.
That's all I've been hearing the last week, man.
Dude.
This man today, he posts a picture of a tree, and it like ratios like the entire anime.
Yes. Dude, it had like 700,000 likes. It was a drawing of a tree, but the reason actually, let's just say there was a boat and they were trying to get to land. So the fact that there's a tree is significant. So the fact, like, it was crazy though. This guy,
are you caught up?
No, I'm not fully caught up with the manga, but this guy made the Twitter account like a week or two ago. Like, he doesn't have a Twitter following. He had to actually get like confirmed by another author. Like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, because like I was like, how did they find him? Because his username is like this, just jumbling. It reminded me of Yoko Taro. You know what I mean? Like,
it looks like an auto-generated like Twitter handle.
Yeah, it looks like a bot.
Yeah, and he posted this picture of the tree, and I checked it earlier today. It was 704,000 likes on the
Let's check. Let's get a live reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a live
confirmation.
715,000 likes with 120,000 retweets, and I believe this is his second post. His first post has 1.3 million likes, and it's the manga page that says 6.
Is that because it's like the 6th volume?
No, it's the 6th page of like an upcoming chapter. This man has done numbers. He has 1.3 million, 715,000, and then one day just posted 40 minutes ago, already has 163K.
And can you remind everybody of how long it's been since Hunter x Hunter has been updated?
The reason this is crazy is because Hunter x Hunter's manga has been on hiatus, and there has not been a single chapter since November 2018. And even then, it had like infrequent releases.
This is before. There hasn't been an update since before the plague.
Yes,
there hasn't been an update since. God, what happened in like 29? We were still in college when.
Yes. It's crazy to think, but I started watching Hunter x Hunter after the hiatus started. Like, my whole experience with Hunter x Hunter has been in this hiatus arc.
Yeah,
that's all it's been. I've been
yes. The dark times.
Yeah. So the fact that, new chapters are coming out, it's crazy.
That's pretty wild. That's the world of anime right now, man. Anime's just ballooned. Anime's like basically mainstream now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody under like 25, anybody under 30, like, anime is basically mainstream.
It's acceptable now.
Yeah,
it's not mainstream, but like way back high school, my time or our time, we're the same age. Our time. You get clowned. It's just what it is. You get clowned.
Yeah. Oh, weeb. Now we just call ourselves weebs.
It was the real era of closet weebs.
Yeah, closet weebs. Yeah, for sure.
And now it's like it's just pretty open in society of, just watch anime.
Yeah.
And
that's what we do.
Soon it's gonna be that. It's going to be that mainstream where Barnes and Noble's completely just anime.
See, manga. This is what I noticed though. It's like super acceptable to be into like shonen like battle manga or whatever. But there's still like stigma around like more niche stuff like slice of life, I think, and stuff like that.
I knew you were going to say something. You're going to try to make yourself a victim of
I am. We're still oppressed, all right? It's the, you can watch Hunter x Hunter, you can watch My Hero, you can watch Attack on Titan. No one's talking about K-On! No one's talking about like
Whoa. Don't you dare disrespect K-On! That is some amazing light music.
That's what I'm saying. It is, but you're not going to see someone who's like, well, except for those people that put like the wraps on their cars. That's just like the most degenerate like anime. Other than that, but it's like I still don't see like a bunch of people. Well, I mean, I do see them talk about like maybe like I think the most they talk about is like Love is War maybe, but like it's not like the main one is like battle manga or action manga.
Yeah, I will say I agree with you in that like it's definitely more mainstream for the battle action manga, because when you think of like what trends on Twitter when there's like a new episode or a new chapter, it's always the fights or like a battle or something, or someone, passes away. Slice of life, you don't really see that. It's, it's more of an emotional roller coaster that takes you the whole 24 episodes, so you can't really put that in a post. Meanwhile, if a crazy fight episode happens, like was it Demon Slayer episode 21 or 19?
Of the first season.
That episode, I remember.
I think it did like top trend on Twitter. I remember.
Yeah, and it was well deserved.
It well deserved too. Yes, absolutely. I'm surprised how much staying power Demon Slayer has had. It's pretty up there. I feel like it's established itself pretty well.
Oh, one of the cool things I saw though, someone made a graphic when he announced that Hunter x Hunter is coming back, and they made a graphic of series that ended, series that started and ended, and series that started and are continuing that began after he started on the hiatus. Like since November 2018, they showed all the series like that, and there were some crazy like ones to think about that I'm actually gonna pull up on the side real quick.
Pull it up. I want to hear him. I want to discuss him.
Yeah, there's some that it's expected, but
kind of like one-offs and stuff like that, like one-shots.
Some series that didn't really get too much traction.
Right, exactly. But give us some of the highlights. Give us some of the surprising ones.
That is what I am looking for right now, because it was on r/manga. However, having trouble trying to find it right now. So it's how Shonen Jump has changed.
Okay. So there's only 4 Shonen Jump manga that are still ongoing.
Yes. And that is, I believe, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, My Hero, and One Piece.
That is it. Wow.
On the series that are still on Jump that were... Okay, yeah, I should probably re-mention what this chart is.
Right.
So the graphic was that Shonen Jump, it's all the series and manga that have changed since the last Hunter x Hunter chapter was released. And the only 4 that are still on there are One Piece, which is, the eternal manga, My Hero, Black Clover, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
And then series that ended, of them I could see We Can't Study, Demon Slayer. I forget. It's the Hot Spring manga.
The Promised Neverland's on there?
Promised Neverland's also on there. Dr. Stone, Shokugeki no Soma, which we don't talk about that ending. That manga was we don't talk about that. I believe that's Haikyuu. And then that's my Renaissance David. That was a fucking interesting manga. It was like 30 chapters. Actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. But you're definitely not a big series. Series that started and ended since Hunter x Hunter's chapter. Do I know any of these actually?
There's Chainsaw Man. Names. Chainsaw Man's right there.
Oh, Chainsaw Man's there?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's top left. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I am not able to tell by the art on some of these. Yeah. I will say. What
about the started and are continuing currently?
Yes. The manga series that started continuing, that's Mission Yozakura Family, Mashley, which is Muscles and Magic, which is a fucking funny manga. I believe that is PPPPPP, which is the piano manga.
Doron. Piano manga, PPPPPP.
Yeah, because you know how each P is Isimo, like it's a little bit quieter. So the whole manga's premise was him starting out with a very soft like melody, and then he continuously gets a more extravagant performance. From what I've read so far, like 15 chapters. I like it, enjoy it. Akane Tabashi, which is actually a new manga that so far I think volume 1 just came out. It's pretty good, but it's just crazy. I think like all these series, a lot of these, it's crazy to look at the started and ended.
Yeah, started and ended, it's interesting.
30 series.
Yeah, it's quite a few. For what it's been, so that's technically like 4 years since the last update.
November 2018, just 3.5, like
3.5.
Yeah. And that thing is, he's just working on it. Like it might actually be, like when it comes out, who knows? Maybe it will be 4 years.
Well, that's right. It's not even that he's like done with it. It's
Yes, you just started working on it. So we might have another 4 years until the chapter's out.
Oh god. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually,
has he ever discussed why he went on hiatus in the beginning?
He has constant health issues.
Oh really?
Yes.
Dang.
Like I remember back issues was a very big one for him specifically. But I think it was a multiple of health issues because mangakas, they got it rough. There's a mangaka whose name I forgot that passed away this week also.
Oh, this week?
Yeah, I forget. I didn't read any of her works, but I saw that she passed away. But yeah, it's like they are young, but there's always like seemingly health issues. It's a crazy
profession,
occupation. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've only read a couple of there's a couple of mangas about making manga that are pretty interesting. Because I mean, you do get it from like the source, right?
But you know what? The QA department. Raven Software, I believe, is the name of the company.
Raven Software, subsidiary of Activision Blizzard,
which is now gonna be under Microsoft. But that group,
I've heard things that might not go through because they got like dinged.
I know they're being inspected, but I hadn't heard anything of like where they were gonna cancel it. But any big deal like that, you could easily see it getting flipped over its head on whether it goes through or not.
Yeah.
But Raven Software's QA department is unionizing, which is really big.
Yeah, it is big. The only thing we don't know is when that will actually get implemented, because I've heard that Activision's not gonna probably make it easy on them. It's gonna probably like make it difficult. So we just gotta see what happens, But it's good to see.
It's necessary in that industry, especially with crunches, the never-ending tale of that industry.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Good to hear. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Yeah.
It's gone a bit morbid.
So I was gonna. It's funny actually. Well, this is actually a story. I applied to Ravensoft to be a QA tester.
Oh shit.
Yeah. When I graduated college, I applied. That was one of the places where I applied. Didn't get it. Maybe not a bad thing.
Possibly, unless are you a big fan of Call of Duty? Because you
Yeah,
might find yourself on a Warzone team if you had.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been interesting. I mean, I did play a lot of Call of Duty back in the day.
You're not a big Battle Royale though, guy. I think from what I don't think I've ever seen you play Battle Royale.
I haven't played a lot of Battle Royale. I was into Fortnite a little bit when it was new. I never got into PUBG. Did you ever get into PUBG?
No, never got into PUBG. I'm seeing a lot of people get back into Fortnite because of the no build mode though.
Yeah, that's interesting. That was the part where it got kind of like because you saw like people just like at the end they always like build up like crazy like fast. I'm like, I don't know if that appeals to me.
Yeah, it's like it was too much for me.
Yeah, it was interesting at first. I remember Fortnite for being a PUBG clone, or that's what everybody was saying back in the day. That Fortnite was a PUBG clone, and that I think they like PUBG sued Fortnite or something for like copyright or something.
Oh, really?
Of the similarities in like in modes. Because Fortnite wasn't a battle royale until PUBG got popular. It was like a tower defense game.
Yeah, it still had its it was always a beta because it had the mode that you could buy the full version of the game for eventually.
Yeah,
but no one ever played it for that.
I think they got rid of it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got rid of it.
Yeah, that's funny. It was like a zombie game, wasn't it?
I believe so. It was like Save the World, I think was what the thing was called.
The mode, yeah.
Yeah, but no one I know like played that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like still active for like people who bought it or like what they got. They just get a battle pass or something.
Damn, just the next 3 seasons battle passes.
Yeah.
Hey man, better than Babylon's Fall.
Babylon's Fall. Who made that?
That's Platinum Games.
Platinum Games, right? It died on day one. I think
It
I heard someone call it dead on arrival or something.
it did not sell well, and it does not have active community. We talked about it recently too, where it had one concurrent player on like one day. But then like I'm looking at how much it has on like Steam. Like average, it's like 40 people playing, which is
Damn, for that, and that's a AAA game
yeah,
studio making that.
yeah. And the thing is, it said that they're still planning on releasing like development
Dude,
updates on it.
yeah, I don't even remember what was it. Was it a battle royale?
No, it's a like kind of dungeon crawler esque
Mm,
type game. Like Party of Four
yeah,
is what it is.
yeah. Something like Diablo or something.
I never played Diablo, so I cannot tell you.
Pillars of Eternity.
It's like Trials, though. It's like I believe it's
Like Trials, the motorcycle
like
game.
no, not like that. Like damn, I was gonna say Trials of Ascension, but I think that's from a mobile game. Think of it like it's a dungeon that you go through for a run, and then I don't know if you leave with your loot or what, but it resets every run you do.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like Diablo. I think that's what
Okay.
it's like. Is it like top down, like where you're like looking on, like have like
No,
the top view?
it's like third person POV.
Oh, it's like a okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it flopped. Sadly.
Yeah, if you're not gonna play it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of announcements lately, has there?
For what games?
Like games and stuff. Anything
No,
like crazy, like everybody's anticipating. Oh,
no
really?
games that I could think of. Yeah, no, it's been pretty
No games that
quiet.
matter, basically.
That's true. These games don't matter that are being released.
I'm excited for Strikers. I think that's like next month. I think
Okay.
it's next month. I need to pre-order. I need to
Yeah,
pre-order.
you need to pre-order it so I could just go over win real quick.
Dog, we're going in. We're gonna grind that game. I'm gonna be chilling by then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna grind that game. I'm gonna play. I don't know if they have an online mode. I'm gonna go online and like, school kids
Oh man, on Nintendo's
on
netcode.
Nintendo. The bad internet's gonna help me. It's gonna
Mm-hmm. Live through the lag. This man
live through the
was
lag.
forged through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I randomly I don't know why I like looked at Square Enix's shop.
Mm.
And I decided to buy the Blu-ray of the concert that I went to. I don't think it's like
Oh.
specifically the one at the LA location,
Right, and this was
but
for what game? It was for.
this was
It was
NieR.
for. It was NieR, right?
Yeah, the episode 2 story way back when. Damn, a
Yeah.
year ago I told that story.
If you want to watch some virtually lost history, that's a good one. That's a
Mhm.
fun one. I
Yeah,
wasn't
I
even in that
just
one.
yeah, it's
That's
just
why it
me.
was good.
That's the only episode that I think is a solo episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
That's funny.
But I want to get the Blu-ray of it just because like I can go to that episode of the podcast or like my journal that I keep. I can go to that to like remember what happened that wasn't the concert, but the actual songs and the performances is something that I do like find myself not remembering all of them, and it's something I'd like to look back at because it was
Yeah,
really enjoyable.
yeah.
But it was just
I
like
can imagine so.
some of it could get overshadowed by the absurdity of the trip, so that's kind of why.
That was a funny. I remember when you told me that story. Like just like when you told me, I was dying. That was hilarious. It was just like one of those things that it's just like one thing leads to another thing, and
Yeah,
there's drama and suspense.
yeah. It had the full makings of a movie, of an indie film.
Exactly, an indie short film.
Dude, I've been thinking like I haven't watched. Have you watched any movie that's like comedically bad in a long time? Like a movie that's so bad, like it's entertaining to watch.
That's what everybody was saying about Morbius.
Really? I've heard people just say it's bad.
I've just heard people saying it's Morbin time.
Oh god.
They're disappointed that he didn't say his catchphrase.
Is that really his catchphrase?
I don't
Okay,
think so.
okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I just heard it was bad. I can tell you that. Did I tell you about the latest Marvel movie I went to? Was it Doctor Strange?
Oh, you watched Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it was. It was that.
Really
It's pretty
interesting.
good, but it wasn't like I think the coolest part was like who came out in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like the special guest. It always has special guests. I
Yeah.
was watching something recently that was like Marvel movies are kind of edited weird because it's like they have to leave like a little space for for the audience clapping during certain scenes when they're revealing people, and you don't notice it until you watch the movie just like by yourself, and
Yeah.
it is weird because you realize it when you watch the movie. It's like the crowd cheers for like a good 30 seconds. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
And they always have the Avengers tune in the back, like
Yeah.
playing.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yeah.
It was
That's
really noticeable
interesting.
during Spider-Man because I know during Spider-Man we they cheered for like a good 30-40 seconds. I was like, we're gonna miss the movie, but it was but they all had it all set up. It's pretty it's interesting that they have to edit it like that.
I'll have to take that into consideration because I haven't watched.
Yeah.
I think the last Marvel movie I watched was. It might be the last Avengers one.
Yeah,
Infinity War.
Part
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, part
Yeah.
2. Because I haven't watched Spider-Man. I haven't watched Doctor Strange that you just mentioned. Haven't
Yeah.
watched like WandaVision or like the
The shows.
shows.
Yeah. I've heard they were good. I've heard WandaVision was good.
Yeah, I've heard WandaVision's good, and then I heard Loki was good.
Marvel reminds me of VTubers. There's so many of them, and they keep adding more that I'm like, I don't know when I'm supposed to get time to watch all of these. There's no way.
Yeah. You just stick with a series you like, or you're just like, all right, this is my shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch all the all the Iron Man movies, and that I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch all the Thor movies.
I'm gonna watch the Thor movies, the Spider-Man movies, and the Captain Americas, and I'm good. Everything else,
good. I'm done.
Ant-Man 2, never heard of it.
Don't care. Never heard of it. Never heard of him. Yeah. That's how I feel right now. It's crazy to think like Iron Man, like the first one came out like in like 2009 or 2008 or something.
Yeah. 08 or 09. That's what was I?
Or maybe it was 2007.
Was I like 11? Oh my god.
It's 2008. Yeah.
I was 10.
10.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. I remember I loved that movie though. That was like my favorite movie for a little while. There's and he kills some terrorists in that movie.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting spoiled on Iron Man 1, you might have a lot to catch up on, I will say.
That was a pretty fucked up movie if you think about it. He almost dies in the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they have him as a POW.
Yeah,
like that's the beginning of the movie. Is he's a POW? Makes the Iron Giant suit out of scraps in the tunnel, and he's out.
He clears them out. He clears out that whole cave.
Yeah. And then Iron Man 2 is him fighting the fucking Mortal Kombat guy with the whips.
Was that 2?
I think that was 2, wasn't it?
I thought it was 3.
No, 3 is him fighting the guy who wants to cuck him.
The Mandarin, yes. Dude, do you remember getting so hyped? I got so hyped for that movie. Because it's like they were like, I do not call myself a terrorist. It's like it had the Ben Kingsley like really like intense voice, and it turns out he was just an actor.
He was just an actor that they just dropped.
Dude, that was so crazy. I remember my friend getting absolutely pissed because he's like huge about that, and he thought it was gonna be like this like crazy maniacal like.
Mm-hmm.
And those beginning Marvel movies had a real problem with their villains, I think, if I remember correctly. That was always the criticism back in the day.
Yeah, I think like I think Red Skull, I believe his name was, from Captain America was a good one, but yeah, the early
Thanos was a good one. They've gotten better at it.
Yeah, Thanos is like he's like mid to late game, but like Iron Man 1's is literally the guy who wants to take the suit, like the big the bigger
Right.
bald guy, if I remember correctly.
That's the businessman. Yeah.
Yeah, Corpa.
Corp.
And then yeah, Iron Man 2's the guy with the whips from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Thor 1 is literally some machine that they put in the vault that they let go on into the States.
Yeah. Well, I think technically it's Loki, right? Because he's like kind of the
it's
mastermind behind it.
but like 80% of the movie is them fighting the fucking machine.
Yeah, exactly. No, I liked I think it was the robot. What's his name? Ultron. I think Ultron was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Ultron. Oh, I'm waiting for the next Guardians one with
Yeah.
Adam. Is it the Wizard? I forget. Is it Adam?
I think the Guardians are going to be a major part of the new Thor movie that's about to come out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That one seems interesting off of the
that
trailers.
One actually seems pretty good. The Thor movies have been pretty good so far. I know people like the last one. The second
last
one people didn't like.
Yeah, Dark World, we don't talk about Dark World.
We don't talk about Dark World.
But 1 and 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3. Yeah. And everybody, I don't know why everybody loves Captain America as a Winter Soldier. Everybody loves that movie.
Yeah, everyone.
It's pretty good. I like it, but they're like, yeah, that's the.
I feel like I'm forgetting a series. Are we ever gonna get a Hulk movie? Like a dedicated.
Technically, that was the first one. Technically.
I know.
But I don't know. Hulk movies have been interesting. There was one where he was with Thor in the last one, or whatever, right?
Yeah, he was in the third.
Oh, we are supposed to get one. We're supposed to get a Planet Hulk movie.
Planet Hulk. We're getting a full planet of Hulk.
Yeah, full planet. I think that's one. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And we're getting Fantastic Four soon, I think, too.
Another Fantastic Four?
Another Fantastic Four.
How many reboots of Fantastic Four are we gonna get?
You know, that was the spoilers. This is actual spoilers for the last.
The multiverse and
the multiverse. So it was John Krasinski was Mr.
Oh, do they show who the Fantastic Four are?
They showed Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers. I already said it.
Yeah,
it's your fault.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's been out for
quite a bit, like a month.
Yeah, like a month. I haven't watched it, but I don't know. I like Doctor Strange the first Doctor Strange a lot.
Yeah,
but I'm just marveled out right now. I'm just marveled out.
I don't know if it was his dialogue. I felt it was like a little his like way of speaking was just like the cringe dad.
Benny D.
Yeah, I don't think his dialogue was really all that good. Like I think they wrote him a little bit too cringe.
I need to check it out.
Like your cringe uncle that's like trying to be hip with the youth.
What was that? The one meme with the guy with the skateboard?
Yeah. Hello, fellow kids.
Who is that actor?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
My
week, I should say, has consisted of watching MSI because it's in Korea.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. Well, we now are at semifinals. Or we just finished the Rumble stage, which was we had the group stage originally, which had all 12 teams or 11 teams because one region couldn't make it. Then we got down to 6 teams for a Rumble stage where all of them played each other twice. And now the top 4 teams are in the bracket stage, which is the 4 major regions: T1 from Korea, RNG from China, G2 from EU, and Evil Geniuses from NA. They made it, which I was happy about. I was watching the games.
There we go.
And I'm excited because it goes back on Saturday, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna root for Evil Geniuses. I'm still conflicted on getting a jersey because the thing is, I don't know if I just get the jersey of my favorite player, or if I just do the custom jerseys because of the same cost.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what I decide on.
We'll see how that goes. Well, that was episode 54 of the Virtually Lost podcast. Thanks you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.